Hello and welcome to This Date in History, also known as TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things that we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information comes from the smart device application, Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar,
and onthisday.com.
For links to those sources, the music, and anything we gather throughout the show, check the underbar. Anyway, I am Xander.
I am Richard Pound.
Yep. And today is Saturn's Day, also known as Saturday, April 9th, 2022. Do you want to start us off today?
Sure. So, in 190, I always get confused in the early dates, actually.
Yeah.
Anyways, Don Zuo, I think that's how you pronounce his name, has his troops evacuated the capital of Liaoyang and burned to the ground.
Dang.
God damn.
3 years later, in 193, the distinguished soldier Septimus Severus is proclaimed emperor by the army of Illyricum. That sounds like a nasal problem. You know?
Sounds like Illyricum or whatever. It sounds like a metal, doesn't it, on the periodic table?
I was thinking more of like a deviated septum, like Septimus Severus, so like you cut out the septum.
Sounds like some kind of something on the periodic table, you know, all the elements and shit.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the word you're trying to say, like an aminochrome or something,
like aluminum or whatever the case may be, and then you got metal or steel and all that.
I'm not a metallurgist, so I don't know.
Anyways, 475, we got Byzantine Emperor Basilicus. I don't. Anyways, issue a curricular letter. I don't know how to pronounce that. What the letter's name to the bishops of his empire, supporting the Minocytes, right? Anyways, Christological position.
Interesting. I'm going to try to pronounce this name. Enki-Klikon. Interesting.
Yeah.
Jumping on up into 1241, which was 781 years ago, during the Battle of Liegnitz, Mongol forces defeated the Polish and German armies. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's right, they did go into Eastern Europe and everything. The Mongols just went everywhere.
Anyways, in 1288, 134 years ago, we got the Mongol invasions in Vietnam. Yan forces is defeated by the... What the hell is that symbol?
I don't know.
I'm just going to say Tran.
Yeah.
I don't know what the specific meaning of that symbol is, but anyways, Tran forces in the Battle of Butch Dane in present-day northern Vietnam.
Interesting.
Yeah.
A little bit of a time jump here into 1454. The Treaty of Lodi was signed, establishing a balance of power among northern Italian city-states for almost 50 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyways, another jump here in 1609, we got Philip III of Spain issues a decree. Is that the right word?
Yeah, decree.
Okay. I was just wondering because I've never seen that word before. A decree of the explosion of the Morse code.
I'm just imagining a bunch of Morse codes just exploding, like just people spontaneously blowing up. But
I just don't want some guy in the poll area. It's like, dude, this guy's an idiot. It's supposed to be this word.
Yeah. Yeah, no, decree is not really that often used of a word. It's like, I decree this. Like, this is my statement,
Yeah.
Also in 1609, during the 80 Years' War, Spain and the Dutch Republic signed the Treaty of Antwerp to initiate 12 years of truce. Nice.
Anyways, in 1682, we got Robert Cavalier de la Sala, or whatever, discovers the mouth of Mississippi River, claims it for France, and names it Louisiana.
Yeah, look at the birth of Louisiana.
There you go.
Yeah. Jumping on up
Interesting.
into 1784, which was 102 years later, or 238 years ago, the Treaty of Paris, ratified by the United States Congress on January 14, 1784, was ratified by King George III of the Kingdom of Great Britain, ending the American Revolutionary War. Copies of the ratified documents are exchanged on May 2nd, 1784. So, look at that. The end of the revolution.
Yeah. In 1860, on this phonograph machine, Eduardo Leon Scott, the Martinville, makes the oldest known recording of audible human voice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat, dude.
Yeah.
Today in 1860, that's 162 years ago. God damn.
Yeah. Recordings have been that old.
Yeah.
And look at what we got now. Look what we're doing now. Yeah.
Oh.
5 years later, in 1865, during the American Civil War, Robert E. Lee surrendered the Army of Northern Virginia, which was 26,765 troops, to Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse in Virginia, effectively ending the war. Yeah, that's right. The war ended. End of both the Revolution and the Civil War. That's kind of nutty right there. Whoa.
That's kind of ironic that it ended at the same date.
Well, my conspiracy brain is trying to work on something here. Illuminati confirmed.
You never know what the hell they're doing.
No.
Anyways, in the first 1900 date in 1909, we got the U.S. Congress passes the Payne-Aldrich Tariff Act.
I'm going to look that up real quick. The Payne-Aldrich Tariff Act. Let's see here. It was a law passed, in response to a call from Republican President William Howard Taft for lower tariffs. His acceptance of a bill that failed to significantly decrease rates caused him to lose the support of the progressive wing of his party. Interesting.
Huh.
Moving on up into 1917, during the First World War, during the Battle of Arras, the battle began when Canadian Corps executed a massive assault on Vimy Ridge. Ooh.
1 year later, in 1918, we got in World War One. We got the Battle of Lias. I think it's it's a different battle. The Portuguese expeditionary corps is crushed by the German forces during what is called the Spring Offense on the Belgian region of Flanders.
Dang. Poor Portuguese. Jumping up into 1937, which was about 85 years ago, the kamikaze arrived at Croydon Airport in London. It is the first Japanese-built aircraft to fly into Europe.
Wow, that's interesting.
That's a weird name, too.
Isn't a kamikaze name a little different where it's like suicide bomber?
No, it's Japanese? The same exact word. Like kamikaze means suicide. Yeah. Like so, I'm just wondering. Yeah. So the first Japanese built aircraft in Europe is called Suicide. That's kind of weird.
Well, I think what they did was, if they ran out of ammo, and if they have no last ditch effort to do anything, and I think they just say screw it and just suicide and crash.
Well, yeah, plane. At least in the beginning. Yeah. Later on, they filled the aircraft with as much fuel and as much bombs, as much ammo as they can to cause as much damage. And they're actually because remember when I went to Arizona a couple months ago? We went to Hawk and I went to Tombstone.
Yeah.
There's an Air and Space Museum in Tucson. It's actually like the second or third largest aerospace museum in the country, and they have a couple Japanese-built aircrafts that are like really like hastily designed, hastily built. They're not designed to fly. They're not designed to land. They're designed to blow up. Um, and these are like just a few of like examples of what they did.
Yeah.
But like these guys were determined. They were not gonna lose. So, but they did anyway. Anyway, jumping on up into 1939, U.S. citizen singer, or black U.S. citizen singer Marianne Anderson gave a concert at the Lincoln Memorial after being denied the use of Constitution Hall by the Daughters of the American Revolution. Okay.
Anyways, 1 year later, 1940, we got VidCon Quisling seized power in Norway.
Yeah.
Seized power in Norway, yeah.
Why don't you take the next one?
Alrighty. In 1940, the same year, in World War II, in Operation Reserve-Bung, Germany invades Denmark and Norway.
I think those two may be connected because that guy seized power in Norway as Germany invaded. So
Yeah.
maybe there's a connection, Jumping up another 2 years in 1942, during World War II, the Battle of Bataan ended. An Indian Ocean raid by Japan's First Air Fleet sunk the British aircraft carrier HMS Hermes and the Australian destroyer HMAS Vampire. That's an interesting name. Dang, they lost an aircraft carrier. That's never good.
Yeah. Anyways, in 1945, we got Diet Rich, Bonhoeffer,
Bonehuffer.
Bonhoeffer, Lutheran pastor, and an anti-Nazi descendant is executed by the Nazi regime.
That sucks. I had a friend who was a Lutheran. So. Also in 1945, the United States Atomic Energy Commission was formed. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Here we go. A little spicy there.
I think that's like for power plants. Like the Manhattan Project had already been going on since I think 1940. So.
I think ironically, I'm in Nevada now, but I think they had a lot of testing at the nuclear power or the nuclear testing sites over here.
Yeah, they did a lot of testing. My mom actually lived out in Vegas and saw a couple of them. Like back in the day, she grew up out there.
Yeah, but anyways, I thought it was pretty interesting. Anyways, and this year again, 1945, we got a lot of 1945s here. Holy shit.
Yeah, wow.
Also in World War II, we got the Battle of Kunoburg in Eastern Prussia. Prussia ends. I cannot say that word for God, whatever the name.
Also in 1945, also during World War II, the German heavy cruiser Admiral Scheer was sunk by the Royal Air Force.
Nice.
Oh, it looks like we're finally out of the doldrums of 45.
Yeah, finally. Now we're going to the 47s now.
Oh, God.
Anyways, the first of many 1947s here. We got the United Nations Security Council Resolution 22 relating to Corfu Channel incident is adopted.
I'm going to look that up real quick. Recommended that the United Kingdom and Albania take their dispute involving the sinking of 2 British vessels by mines in the Straits of Corfu on October 22nd, 1946 to the International Court of Justice. Okay, so people died. So essentially, from what it looks like, somebody hit somebody else's mines during peacetime, and then they were like trying to do something about it. So. Also in 1947, the Glacier-Higgins Woodward tornadoes caused the deaths of 181 people and injury of 970 more in Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas.
Damn.
Wow.
The last 1947 here, which is a long one, is the journey of recolonization. I think I pronounced that right.
Reconciliation.
Yeah. The first interracial freedom ride begins to this upper South in violation of Jim Crow laws. The riders want enforced of the United States Supreme Court in 1946 Irene Morgan decision that banned racial segregation in interstate travel.
So this sounds like, hold on a second. The riders wanted the enforcement of that decision that banned. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah. So this is a good thing. They were trying to get rid of segregation. Which 75 years later, here's the 80-year pendulum. I've talked to you about the pendulum theory before, right? Every 40 years we go one way, 40 years we go back. So here we go again.
Like a swinging effect.
Yeah, a pendulum.
Yeah.
So, anyway, 365 days later, in 1948, Georgy Elechier Gaitan's assassination provoked a violent riot in Bogota, the Bogotazo, and a further 10 years of violence in Colombia. Ooh. Damn. Some people are just too powerful to be killed.
Yeah. Anyways, the last 1948 here, we got fighters from the Aragon and Leah Zonist paramilitary groups attack Deir Yazan near Jerusalem, killing over 100 people.
Mm-hmm. The Zionists. I've talked to you about the Zionists before. You're aware of them, right?
What's that?
The Zionists.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds familiar, yeah.
That's what Mark Zuckerberg and the Rothschilds, they're all Zionists.
Oh, it's just a bullshit thing, really.
It's a religion. It's a sect of Judaism. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, 4 years later, in 1952, Hugo Bolivian's government was overthrown by the Bolivian National Revolution, starting a period of agrarian reform, universal suffrage, and the nationalization of tin mines. Well, that's a good thing, then.
Yeah. Anyways, in 1957, which is 5 years later, the Suez Canal in Egypt is cleared and opens shipping following the Suez Crisis.
Yeah, the Suez Crisis was when Israel tried to invade Egypt using another country as a proxy to try to start the conflict, and then Israel came in after as their defense force to try to break it up, and then they took the Suez Canal, which is basically that side of the world's version of the Panama Canal. It is a very important strategic location. Otherwise, you're going to have to go all the way around Africa.
Just gonna be a bitch.
Yeah. Anyway, 3 years later, in 1960, Dr. Henrik Verwoerd, Prime Minister of South Africa and architect of apartheid, I don't like this guy, narrowly survived an assassination attempt by a white farmer, David Pratt, in Johannesburg. Well, that's unfortunate. He should have been removed. Apartheid was horrible.
Even with doctors, high vision status like Dr. Fauci himself are known to be just as corrupt as anything else, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not just politicians; it's anybody that has any form of authority and power over society.
Yeah, and they're always corrupt.
Well, I mean, look at what's going on with Twitter and Elon Musk right now. Everything's just gone apeshit.
Yeah.
Twitter's stock rose by 27%, He was nuts.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah. Elon Musk has too much power. He's not even in politics. Anyway, jumping up into 1967. Actually, no, this is your turn. Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say. Anyway, like you said, 1967, the first Boeing 737, a 100 series, that makes its maiden flight.
Nice.
Interesting.
2 years later, in 1969, the first British-built Concorde 002 made its maiden flight from Filton to RAF Airford. Well, that's cool. 2 maiden flights. 2 years apart.
Yes, sir. In 1980, that's 11 years later, the Iraqi regime of Saddam Hussein, I think that's not how you pronounce
Saddam Hussein.
that. Yeah, thank you. Kills philosopher Mohammed Bakir al-Sadr and his sister Bint al-Ada after 3 days of torture.
Jeez. Saddam was an awful person.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or Mohammed.
yeah. I mean, like, we went in there under invalid reasons at least a second time, but, you know, it wasn't like the world didn't want to be rid of him.
Yeah.
Anyway, 365 days later in 1981, the U.S. Navy's nuclear submarine USS George Washington accidentally collided with the Nissho Maru, a Japanese cargo ship, sinking it and killing 2 Japanese sailors. Oh, that is an international incident.
Yeah, knowing in that sense it's a nuclear submarine, that's a little...
Yeah, not good.
Fuck. Yeah. Oh, fuck, because it's nuclear?
Mm-hmm. It might cause, like, you know, fallout and such.
Sure, whatever the fuck, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, nuclear plants don't really explode, except for, like, Chernobyl. But, like, when they melt down, it's more of like a controlled burn, like, rather than a sudden, you know, expulsion of gases.
It will leak shit.
Yeah.
Like when you get in a car accident, it leaks oil and shit. It's the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
And oil, it pollutes shit.
It gets into the water supply, irradiates everything. This is why Chernobyl was such a big deal. Like, it could have leaked into the Baltic Sea and then to the world's oceans and then Armageddon. So,
Yeah.
not good.
Anyways, in 1989, which is 8 years later, we got Tbilisi massacre, an anti-Soviet peaceful demonstration and hunger strike in Tbilisi, demanding restoration of Georgian independence, is dispersed by the Soviet army, resulting in 20 deaths and hundreds of injuries. That's not good.
Protests always just, well, not always, but more often than I enjoy, well, I don't enjoy, you get what I'm saying, protests turn violent too much. Like, just...
And later throughout the years, so...
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, as a historian, like, you know, we keep reading things like this, and then, like, I think of what's going on in today's world, and I'm like, have we not learned, you know, from 30 years ago? Come on.
Nope.
Like...
We were dumber, dude.
We are. Somehow we are, as a people. Yeah.
They can't look and think like, oh, we did this.
Yeah.
And this is the result of it. So let's try to find a different way to result this rather than massacring everybody, because it's pretty much not going to go anywhere. Really, and we keep hitting it.
So violence is never the answer. And unfortunately, you know, just the powers that be just want it to be the answer. I don't know why. But anyway, jumping on up into 1990, an IRA bombing in County Down, Northern Ireland, caused the deaths of 3 members of the UDR. And I think that's a police force. Let me look that up. UDR. Well, hold on a second. UDR, Ireland. Ulster Defense Regiment. Yeah. They. Oh well. Hold on. They are the Ulster Defense Regiment was an infantry regiment of the British Army established in 1970, with a comparatively short existence ending in 1992. So, but it wasn't police; it was military. So these were military people that got killed. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, shit happens, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, in the same year, 1990, we got the Shutu Dean and Metis, my bad, com- comprehensive land claim agreement is signed for 180,000 square kilometers, which is 69 square miles, in the Mackenzie Valley of the Western Arctic,
Yeah. 69,000 square miles.
which is massive, by the way.
That's a lot of land.
Which is absolutely freaking massive.
Yeah. Anyway, jumping up into 1991, Georgia declared independence from the Soviet Union. Nice.
Nice. 1 year later, in 1992, a U.S. federal court finds former Panamanian, gosh damn it, Panamanian dictator Manuel Noriega, whatever his name is, guilty of drug and racketeering charges. He is sentenced in 30 years in prison.
Well, that happened 30 years ago. He's getting out.
Yeah, so it's this year. Yeah, it is this year.
Yeah, but if it's 30 years, like because he was sentenced 30 years to this day, so would he be getting out today? Like, because like when they say 30 years, when you get sentenced, they don't say, "Oh, I'm sentencing you for 30 years, 8 months, and 2 days." It's just 30 years. So you get in, you get out. Like I don't know how the prison system works, but
if he's still alive, I mean, screw it. Probably he's going to get out today, tomorrow, wherever the law works nowadays.
Let me see here. Is he alive? Nope, he's not. He died in 2017. So he is not getting out.
Nope.
Alright, so that answers that question. Mr. Lunk, welcome to the show.
Mr. Lunk.
Yep. Well, it appears to be muted. So I'm going to take 2003 here. During the Iraq War, Baghdad fell to U.S. forces. Yep. I remember when that happened. Dang.
And 2009, which is 6 years later, I'm doing the Tbilisi again. In Tbilisi, Georgia, up to 60,000 people protest against the government of McKeely, I think. Shakasvili.
McKeely Shakasvili.
Can't pronounce that.
2013. I'm sorry?
That is interesting, though.
Yeah. You got another Tbilisi. Like a while later. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, in 2013, a 6.1 magnitude earthquake struck Iran, causing the deaths of 32 and injuring over 850 others. That's wild. Oh, I hear a Lunk.
Oh.
Is he here?
I can take the... Oh. What's up, Lunk?
Yo, you want to take 2013 here?
Which one?
The second one, the last one. Yeah, second one.
Oh, second
okay. In 2013, a 6.1 magnitude earthquake strikes Iran, killing 32 people and injuring over 850 people.
The next one.
Oh, okay. In 2013, at least 13 people are killed and another 3 injured after a man goes on a rampage, on a spree, shooting in the Serbian village of Velikia Ivancija.
I mean, the first word would have been correct too. Like that is kind of a rampage, a shooting spree. Like, oh, speaking
Anyways.
of rampages, in 2014, a student stabbed 20 people at Franklin Regional High School in Murraysville, Pennsylvania. Good God.
Holy shit.
Jeez. Stab.
Yeah.
I lost my knife. I don't know where it went, but it's gone, and I'm not happy about it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It was in 2017. God damn, 5 years ago. Shit.
I know, right?
Anyway, God damn, I remember it was like 2 months ago. Shit.
Dude, you're in your early 20s. I'm halfway through 30. How do you think I feel?
Dude,
I'm a grandpa.
Fucking Jesus. I feel like I graduated high school like not even 2 months ago, dude. Shit.
I graduated high school in 2005.
God damn.
Damn.
Anyways, in 2017, which is 5 years ago, shit. After refusing to give up his seat on the overbooked United Express flight, Dr. David Deo Dewey, I think, Anne, I'm just going to pronounce Anne, is forcibly dragged off the flight by aviation security officer, leading to a major criticism of United Airlines.
Yeah, I think I kind of remember something about this. But, like, I obviously don't know anything more about that, but, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Mr. Luke, why don't you take this last article here?
Yes, in 2017, a Palm Sunday church bombings at Coptic churches in Tatana and Alexandria, Egypt take place.
More violence.
Yeah.
Before we get into burst and deaths, any articles intrigue you guys?
United Airlines.
Oh, hold up. There's one.
I'm going to have to beat my mic
yeah.
again.
Okay.
The 1981, the Navy nuclear submarine.
Oh yeah, the collision.
Yeah.
That is interesting. I was thinking about the two different airplanes that had their maiden flights.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that too. I just scrolled down a little bit and saw that. Yeah.
But also the Suez Canal, reopening again, which once again we went through something similar, recently when that Evergreen or whatever, ship blocked it.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to burst here. Why don't you start us off?
Who, me?
Yes.
So in 1096 or 1096, I pronounce 96. Anyways, Al Maktifi, I think that's how you pronounce it. Caliph of Abbasid Caliphate was born in the state on 1096.
Yep. 10-4. In 1498, we have Jean, a Cardinal of Lorraine. I misspelled that. It's supposed to be Cardinal, not Cardinal.
I thought you said G for a second.
G.
G.
I haven't talked to G in a while. I wonder how he's doing.
Yeah. But I looked down and I saw Jean. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, G. Yeah.
Yeah. 1597?
Look, you want to take this one?
He's muted. He's probably in the bathroom or something.
Okay. Anyways, in 1597, we got John Davenport, English minister who co-founded the New Haven colony, was born in the state.
Yep. 1649, James Scott, 1st Duke of Monmouth, English general and politician who is a Lord Lieutenant of Staffordshire.
Interesting. In 1806, we got Isambard Kingdom Bernil, English engineer who designed the Clifton Suspension Bridge, was born in 1806.
See what the Clifton Suspension Bridge looks like. Clifton Suspension Bridge. Images. Oh, that's a pretty cool looking bridge. Huh, nifty looking. Anyway, in 1848, Ezequiel Moreno y Diaz was born on this date. He was a Spanish Augustinian Recollect priest and saint. And I don't know what that is. So I'm going to look that up.
Yeah.
The Order of Augustinian Recollects is a medicinant Catholic religious order of friars and nuns. It is a reformist offshoot from the Augustinian hermit friars and follows the same rule of St. Augustine. Interesting. I'm going to add these to the underbar. Do I already have this? I have that one. I don't need this one, and I'll put this one in here. Who else was born on this date?
Anyways, in 1887, we got Konrad Tom, a Polish actor, writer, singer, and director, was born on this day.
Yep. 1893, Victor Gollancz, an English publisher who founded Victor Gollancz Limited.
Interesting. In 1895, 2 years later, oh my god, what is the last name there? We got Mance Lipscomb. That is one interesting last name. Anyways, American singer-songwriter and guitarist.
Yeah, lips comb. Like you comb your hair, you comb your lips.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's interesting.
I mean, I sometimes comb around my lips. I have a beard. Then we have 1897, John B. Gambling, an American radio host, and I know somebody named Muffins who's gambling this weekend.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Won $8 last night.
Nice. High five.
Woo. Anyways, in 1918, we got Jorn. Ooh, interesting first name. Utzon, Danish architect who designed the Zigny. I said that word for the first moment. Opera House.
Yep, I don't need to look that one up. I know what that one looks like by memory. That's an iconic building.
And I thought you said, when you said muffin is gambling,
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said garbling for a second. I was like, what?
Garbling.
Garbling.
Garbling. In the year 1919, we have J. Presper Eckert was born on this date. U.S. engineer who invented the ENIAC, and that's very familiar. I think it's a computer, but I'm going to look this up real quick. It was the first programmable electronic general-purpose digital computer made in 1945. It was Turing complete and able to solve a large class of numerical problems through programming.
Oh.
Interesting.
Anyways, we got 1921, we got Mary Jackson, a black U.S. citizen, mathematician, and aerospace engineer, which could help NASA. And what I'm thinking right now, should she be related to Michael Jackson?
No, she's not related to Michael Jackson. She actually, I believe, she's the one who helped NASA. Let's see here. Mary Jackson was a U.S. mathematician and aerospace engineer at the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics, which in 1958 was succeeded by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. She worked at Langley Research Center in Hampton, Virginia for most of her career. Okay, so I think this is the one because my dad told me about a movie he saw about a black lady doing all sorts of amazing things for NASA, and without her, we probably wouldn't have even been able to do the Apollo programs.
I heard that she got treated like shit because of,
yeah,
of color.
Yeah, and she's a woman.
Bullshit. But,
yeah. No, like all of this, all this SJW, BLM, feminazi stuff that's they're complaining about. It had some, at least in the foundation, they have like some, actual good arguments. Because, like, back in the day, things were not nice. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, 1926, we have Jerry Fitt, a Northern Irish soldier and politician, British life peer. And I don't know what the heck that is either, so let's look that up real quick.
I think a life peer is a life buddy for life.
It says here, in the United Kingdom, life peers are appointed members of the peerage whose titles cannot be inherited, in contrast by hereditary peers. So this is more British mumbo-jumbo crap. I'm posting this in the underbar, this wiki, if anybody wants to look this up. I might look it up later. This is interesting.
Anyway, you got an interesting one here.
Yep.
You got in 1926. Yeah, is it
Hugh.
Right? Hugh. That is an interesting name. Hugh Hefner, a U.S. publisher, degenerate, and smut slinger who founded the Playboy Enterprise.
Yeah, he's the guy who founded Playboy, you know Playboy, all that stuff, right? Hugh Hefner.
Playboy.
Yeah. Moving on up into 1927, we have Tiny Hill, a New Zealand rugby player. He was a little brother of a guy named Huge Mountain.
Nice.
No, that was a joke. His name is Tiny Hill, Huge Mountain. You know.
Nice. Anyways, we got 1930. Wallace McCain, a Canadian businessman who founded McCain Foods.
Yeah. 6 years later, 1936, Valerie Solanas was unfortunately born. She was a U.S. radical feminazi author who attempted homicide.
That's not good.
Yeah, in the source, the source it said she's a radical feminist who attempted murder, but I mean, yeah.
Well, when it says feminazi, that's pretty freaking.
Well, I called it a feminazi. The source said it feminist, but feminists these days are feminazis. So.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, you got a really interesting one here. Oh my god. Especially, yeah. Oh, and where are you?
Yeah, I'm right.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Woo! Fuck, this is interesting, bro. Okay, well, in 1953, we got Stephen Paddock. I don't want to say that out.
Keep it down low. Oh my god.
No, it's a different name. Anyways, Steve Paddock, a U.S. citizen who was the fall guy for the 2017 Las Vegas shooting false flag attack.
Yeah. Wait. When did you become a Hindu? You have a red dot on your forehead right now.
What's that?
You have a red dot on your forehead right now. Don't do that. It's too soon.
There's a guy right there.
Oh shit.
With a sniper rifle about to fucking yeah.
God, shut up. You're gonna get killed. Dude, there's a desert all around you. You can disappear, no problem. Anyway, 1954, Dennis Quaid, a U.S. actor.
Anyways, in 1968, don't mind me, they got, we got Jay Chan Jurassic Har. What a full name there.
Yeah.
U.S. actor, comedian, writer, and director.
1981, Eric Harris was born on the States. He was a U.S. mass murderer who was responsible for the Columbine high school massacre. So one of the Columbine shooters. Oh my god, 2 shooters in the same date? That's... Anyway. So while he's talking to somebody else, why don't you deafen?
Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. I didn't want to talk over you.
What year are we? I forgot.
We are in 1987 now.
Okay, in 1987 we got Jesse McCartney, a U.S. senior songwriter and actor.
Yep. And 1990, Kristen Stewart, U.S. actress. And that name is familiar. I'm just going to look it up real quick. See if there's any movies that she's been in. Because I've heard that name, I just don't know who it is. Oh, Twilight. Of course, she's the actress who has no emotions. Anyway, moving on into death. Starting it off at 585 BC, we have Jimmu, Emperor of Japan. Oh, God.
You did this on purpose.
I did not. I seriously did not.
God, this is murder right here. In 1682, we got Maslama ibn Makhalid al-Ansari, Egyptian politician who was a governor of Egypt.
Yep. 715. Yeah, that was a crazy ass name. I seriously did not plan that. Like, I guess I did by putting it in there, but I did not know where it was. Anyway, in 715, Constantine, Pope of the Catholic Church.
Nice. In 1484, we got Edward Middlehane, Prince of Wales.
1626, Francis Bacon died on the States. He was an English jurist and politician who was an Attorney General for England and Wales.
Nice. In 1876, we got Charles Goodyear, American lawyer, judge, and politician.
Yep.
He'd be co-founder of Goodyear Tires.
Let me look that up, actually. Who founded Goodyear? Frank Sieberling. Okay.
Oh, never mind.
All right. I did not expecting that name. Anyway, 1926, Zip the Pinhead, a U.S. freak show performer.
Huh.
Yep.
In 1945, we got Carl Stack, a German lawyer and jurist. My bad.
1953, Hans Reichenbach, a German philosopher from the Vienna Circle.
Oh. In 1959, we got Frank Lloyd Wright, a U.S. architect who designed the Price Tower and Falling Water.
Yeah, you remember that house that's like up in the woods and it's like built on top of a waterfall? And like it's very modern, but it molds into all the environment around it very well.
Never seen it.
I'll post it into the mic list for you here. There you go.
Okay.
Wait a minute, hold on. Copy image. There we go. This house here, you should recognize it.
No, never seen it before.
Oh, wow. Well, he's the designer of that. That's Falling Water. So.
Okay.
Anyway, 1961, we have Zog the First of Albania.
Huh. In 1963, you got Eddie Edwards, kind of unique name, U.S. Trombonist.
Yep.
Never heard that before.
A trombonist?
Trombonist.
Someone
yeah,
who plays a trombone. You know that musical.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
1963, we have Zul Solar, an Argentinian painter and sculptor.
Oh. In 1978, we got Clough Williams, Elias, English Welsh architect who designed the Pomerian. I think that's how you say it.
Port Marion. Let me look this up here. Oh, wow. That's so cool. It's like a giant multicolored castle type of building facility.
Yeah.
Dang. That looks sick. And then this next one, yeah, yeah. 1996, Richard Condon, a U.S. author and publicist. You know, just one letter off from, and that's a very unfortunate first name too. You know.
They were going to look at him, Dick Condon.
Yep.
There's kids over there. Anyways, I'm not going to say that again.
Yeah.
Yes, but what a unfortunate name you got there, bud.
Yep.
Here's, ironically, the first 2000 here. In 2000, Tony Cliff, anti-human Trotskyist activist who founder of the Socialist Workers' Party. That's fucking great.
Yeah, Trotskyist. Remember Leon Trotsky from Soviet Union?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how people are Marxists, Stalinists, Trotskyist is another form of communism. Jumping up into 2011, Zakaria Rashid Hassan al-Ashari, a Bahraini journalist, died on this date. Drink the water. Drink the water.
Anyways, in 2013, my bad.
Yeah.
But Palio Solari, Italian U.S. architect who designed the Cosenti, yeah.
Oh wow, this looks pretty cool. It's interesting. I don't know what its functional purpose is, but this is an interesting building. Huh.
Oh, this is an interesting name here. The next one.
Yep.
Oh no. No, it's my one. It's the.
Yeah. 2016, Dwayne Claridge, a U.S. spy.
In 2016, not the Will Smith that we know of, the big slapper.
The big slapper.
A different Will Smith, U.S. football player.
Well, yeah, this one died, in 2016. It's not like he rose from the grave to slap Chris Rock on the face,
Yeah, freaking spaghetti on my arm.
Spaghetti? Is that what you said? You have a spaghetti on your arm?
No, mosquito.
Oh.
Yeah, spaghetti.
I'm being attacked by pasta. Help! 2017, John Clark, a New Zealand-Australian comedian, writer, and satirist.
Yes, sir. In 2021, second to last one here, we got DMX, known as a U.S. rapper and also actor.
Now, was he the one who made X Gonna Give It To You? Hold on,
God, nope.
X Gonna Give. Oh, he is. Oh man. Like, you ever seen Rick and Morty, right?
Yeah.
Remember that one time where he and Summer got all buff to go fight the devil?
Yeah, but never watched the show, but I know of it.
So, like, that song, X Gonna Give It To You, Gonna Give It To You, like that. Well, that's in the show, and DMX is the guy who made that song. Oh, man, that sucks. He's dead last year.
And I know of him, but...
And then today, 2022, today, Dwayne Haskins, a U.S. football player.
Oh, yes, he's the Pittsburgh guy, right?
I don't know. It just popped up on my feed, not my feed,
Yeah.
my source, not even my feed. Like, it was like,
Yeah.
somebody died today. Like, whoa, that's kind of...
Yeah, he's the Pittsburgh quarterback
Oh, God.
guy. And fortunately, he did not survive.
What, you say, car accident?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Saw on my news feed today.
That's a tragedy. Quarterback, that's a hit, dude.
Yeah, in Florida.
Oof. Well, Florida, maybe it's not an accident, with all the politics stuff going on over there,
Never know, man. Could be just an accident, or it could be purpose?
I don't know. Anyway, that concludes the show. Once again, check the underbar for any links that you may be interested in, which also includes Sohen's Twitch. Go give him a look. And everything Omni Coalition. Pretty soon we're going to be having your link down there too, right, Mr. Richard?
What's that?
We're going to be having your link down there too, right? Your YouTube. We were talking about a collaboration effort.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Awesome.
Working on a video right now, so it could be out soon. So I'll probably put that in the underbar soon.
All right. Anyway, for your Dose of Past Events Daily, we stream every day between noon and 3 p.m. Pacific Time, which is also 2 to 5 Central. If you don't live in either of those two time zones, you're going to have to figure out that yourself. I'm not your calculator. Anyway, for all of you and all of us, I am A.O. Xander.
I'm Richard Pound.
And the unfortunately silent Lunk this show, at least he's seen. But anyway, until you see us tomorrow, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!
Let's go, Byron.